This is Sky Moore. This segment is on copyright transfers and the formalities and requirements to do it. Again, we're doing US law. We call the transfers the baloney theory of copyright because you can slice up copyright into infinite pieces of the baloney, the copyright, and any time that you transfer to anybody any exclusive rights in the copyright, you are transferring an interest in the copyright. So if I say to you, you have the exclusive right to exploit this video in Los Angeles for the next 10 hours, I've carved up a piece of the baloney and I've handed it to you, and you're the proud owner of an interest in the copyright. And it is to be distinguished from a non-exclusive grant of rights, which is a license. All exclusive grants of an interest have to be in writing and have to be signed by the owner of the original interest in the copyright. What does it mean to own the copyright? To own copyright simply means everything else that I haven't given away. I want to give you an example of A owns a copyright and grants to B all distribution rights, all rights protected under copyright, and all derivative works. And now A is the owner of the copyright and B is the owner of all distribution rights and derivative works. Who owns what? And the answer is A owns nothing. Owning copyright by itself has no meaning apart from owning the right to exploit the work and to exploit derivative works. What if you have competing transfers? What if owner A gives rights to B and then gives rights to C and rights to D, and oh, by the way, they're the same rights? The answer is first in time is first in right, so B is going to win, except that if the work is registered in the Copyright Office and the transfer is recorded, then whoever records first wins. So let's go back to my fact pattern. Let's assume that C records first and the work is registered. C will win over B and D, even if B's grant came first. Moral of the story, make sure that the work is registered and make sure that the transfer to you is recorded in the Copyright Office. That will protect you against being defeated by any subsequent transfers or anybody who was in front of you that didn't record. Do you have to register the work in order to protect the copyright? No. A work is protected from inception, but there's a lot of benefits that you get from registering the work. Number one is you give notice to the world. They're deemed to have access to it so that they can't claim independent creation. Second is that it is a condition precedent to bringing a lawsuit to protect your rights. Third is that you get attorney fees from the other side if they've infringed your copyright. And fourth is that you get statutory damages. That is, the statute imputes deemed damages that you're entitled to once you've registered your work. So for all of those reasons, you should always register your work as soon as that you can. And filing, by the way, filing it with the WGA, which so many people do for some bizarre reason, sending your script to the WGA has no relevance for this. You've got to register it in the Copyright Office. On the next segment, we're going to talk about defenses to copyright, so I hope you join me for that segment.